Hi, and welcome to Community Connection. I'm Tracy Christensen. Helping those in our neighborhoods break out of poverty and enter a world of education, productivity, and self-reliance is the goal of Circles Utah Valley, and they're accomplishing this with the assistance of people like you and me. Kathy Givens joins me today to help us understand how we can act as a bridge out of poverty for many in our community. Thanks for being with us, Kathy.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, let's talk about Circles and how it addresses the poverty issue we have in our community.
Well, Circles is a community-based initiative, and we invite families that are in poverty to join us. They commit to at least 18 months in the program. I think the best way to tell it is to tell a story about it. I think it will make more sense. We had one Circle leader who was a single mom. She had 2 children, was expecting a third. Her unemployment was about to run out. She was about to lose her apartment. She was in a lot of debt and had really poor credit, so she didn't know where she was going to move to. In her words, we were drowning. Mm-hmm. And she was also in a rather abusive relationship. Somebody told her about Circles, said, you just should go over there to Circles and check them out. So she did, not knowing what it was. She showed up at a meeting, fortunately, just about as a 12-week course was about to start. So she was enrolled, she committed to be in the program for 18 months. She went through a 12-week course, a 12-week program where she learned life skills, goal setting, budgeting, financial things, learned a lot of skills that she would need to get out of poverty. And during that time, she set a goal of how she wanted to move forward. One thing that I think is really exciting and unique about Circles is it's really driven by them. It's whatever they decide and want to do. But after that 12-week course, she was matched with community volunteers. We usually take 2 to 3 volunteers from middle upper class volunteers that partner with them and become their intentional friends. Mm. You see people that would never cross paths normally, right, becoming intentional friends. And so they would meet with her every week too, and help her chunk down her goals and so they weren't so overwhelming. Mm-hmm. So after a few months, she looked back and realized she had really gotten quite a ways. I forgot to mention we also provide dinner and childcare for families.
During those meetings?
During those weekly meetings. Right. So just sitting down together and breaking bread together is pretty powerful in forming bonds and friendships. And it allows them to not worry about those 2 things, the child care and so forth, while they work on their goals.
Yeah, because that would be a big inhibitor to them, coming, I'm sure.
Right.
And that's a long commitment. And what kinds of changes are you seeing happen for people in that 18 months?
Well, let me follow up with her. She, after about 1.5 years of being in Circles, might be closer to 2 years now, she is debt-free. She's out of that abusive relationship. She has gone back to school and gotten some training, and she's very, very close to graduating, which means when they graduate, they don't need any kind of assistance anymore. They really are self-reliant.
That's incredible.
And she has lost 113 pounds. Wow. It's just fun to see her. She
That's amazing.
Strolls in the room with a new confidence that she never had before.
And how you mentioned getting other people involved to be friends to people in the Circles mm-hmm. program, and what other needs do you have from the community as far as volunteering or funds? How can people help?
Thank you for asking that. We, because we feed them dinner every week, we are always looking for meal donations. So we started out in 2011 in Provo, and it's part of a national initiative. We now have sites in Salem and American Fork as well. Great. So we're putting on events at all 3 sites, dinner every week at all those places. And the dinner and the childcare really make a big difference in that weekly consistency of coming to the meetings. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we have meal donation needs, we have child volunteer opportunities, we're always looking for allies. The volunteers I told you that match with the participants.
That's kind of core to the program. Right. So tell us where people can find you to volunteer.
Well, communityactionprovo.org/circles.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
And there'll be all kinds of volunteer opportunities.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Helping others lift themselves out of poverty benefits the entire community. If you'd like to learn more about Circles Utah Valley or other organizations featured here on Community Connection, please log on to our website at kbyu11.org. Thanks for being with us, and we hope to see you again soon.